YouTube, we're going to do a quick rundown of DIRECTV's user interface. Pretty simple. On your remote, once you have DIRECTV installed, you can hit the guide button. It's going to bring up, well, your guide. So you're going to have 6 channels on your left. The next one's down from whatever channel you're on. You're going to have the name of your show right up here, the time it's on. You're going to have your little box right there that actually still shows the live TV. And then you're going to have your guide. So your guide, you can go up to 2 weeks in advance depending on how long your receiver has been active on your account. Since mine's been, for a long time, I have all my 2 weeks, but if you just got hooked up, it's not going to be all, your guide is still going to be downloading, so just keep that in mind. Obviously you have the dark spot and the light spot. The dark spot's actually already what has happened. You can see the little ticker right here as far as what time it is. And then if you toggle down, or if you find a show that actually has the reverse arrow, if you see the reverse arrow just like this right here, it means you can watch the show from the beginning as long as your receiver and your system's connected to the internet and you have on demand up and running. So if you hit the if you get out of the guide and you hit the menu button, you're gonna see a bunch of other stuff here. Now this is pretty new compared to the last user interface. It gives you pretty much everything in one screen, so you're less searching for stuff here. So what's on now means everything that's on now you can use your on-demand features to rewatch stuff, and pretty much as long as your system's connected to the internet, you're gonna have a lot more features and functions here. If I go down, I toggle down, you're going to see what's on DVR, all my recordings here. Again, you have other, multiple ways of getting your recordings. This is just one of them using the menu button here. And then on demand, you're going to find out with DIRECTV's user interface that there's multiple ways for you to spend money and for DIRECTV to charge you. So this is just one of them. You can search on demand by your channel and broadcast company, or you can just up at the top right, you can see up here, you can see the dash button, and you can search for pretty much anything you want. And Discover is pretty much if you're just searching through stuff, movies. This is basically holds everything into one category: movies, TV shows, etc., etc. And then mine obviously is going to have 4K programming. Yours may not if you're not paying for the 4K programming. So just keep that in mind. Apps are exactly what you think. Scoreboard, Pandora, you can use however you want to. Again, if you're not connected to the internet with your DIRECTV system, then most of this is not going to be here, because anything for apps and on demand it all goes through your internet, not your satellite dish. So we'll get back out of here, and you're going to see on this far left side here, you're going to have recordings. Another way of getting to your recordings on demand, same thing. Your settings, you can go over here as well. You can do your search button. Pretty much everything, you can see exactly what we searched through. This is exactly what pretty much any company is going to have this exact same thing. As far as search functions, it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to get out of this, hit the exit button on your remote, come back to live TV. Now you're going to see this bar come up. Every time you do anything, it's going to come up for about 5-6 seconds and go away if you don't touch it. But you have a message from DIRECTV, so they're going to let you know, hey, you should buy some stuff and spend money with us, kind of thing. And then info of the show you're watching. You can also hit more info on your remote, and you'll get more info of the show if you want, or just use Google. CC is closed captioning, and if you're hard of hearing, or if you for some reason you want that on, if you have multiple TVs in a room. Last 4 channels you're on. I have no previous channels because I just turned this system on, but it keeps track. If you keep flipping through channels and you don't want to have to remember the channel you're on, you can just go to the last 4 and keeps track of the last 4 channels you're on. Your favorites, you can actually have custom guides, custom channel setups. This is all custom setups for any channel. So if you have 1,000 channels and you only watch 5 of them, then you can make your custom channel list. Audio video, if you have a surround sound, if you want to turn off your speakers on your TV, etc., etc., you can do it here. I have mine on my surround sound because, again, I have surround sound. And parental controls here. Parental controls, just what it sounds like. Now we're going to get out of this as well. And it's pretty simple. I mean, the package hasn't changed. If you change the channel to something different, let's see if we can change it here. Again, you're going to see the bar come up, and then once it changes, then you're good to go. I think I just changed it to exactly what I was just on, so that's awesome. Let's go to ESPN. Give it a second, and if you don't like the gray color, you can always change it to a different black color. So, and C61 4K receivers are kind of slow. So, alright guys, this is pretty much just a quick rundown of DIRECTV's user interface. Thanks, like and subscribe.